Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about yesterday. I am behind on things. I've been doing my best to catch up. I have a ton of emails. I will get to you, I promise. Yesterday I had a horrific migraine and it just really knocked me down. I get those. Usually when there's a big barometric pressure change, I've gotten those since I was very young, and sometimes they get really bad and it just knocked me out yesterday. But I'm much better today, and I want to talk to you guys about natural alternatives for anxiety and depression. Again, read my disclaimer. If you are on any prescription medications for any of these things, be safe about that if you're trying to go alternative. A lot of these you cannot mix natural alternatives with prescription anti-anxiety, depression type medications. Okay, don't do that. If you want to come off safely, talk to your doctor. So, like I always say, do things safe. So, a couple different things. We can all, have where we have times we feel anxious or kind of down about something. I mean, look what's going on in the world, and that's just life. That goes on. So it doesn't have to be a diagnosed severity. And then some of it you may not need all this, and anyone may not need all these. I'm giving you different alternatives. There are lots of other different things, but I'm just going to go over a couple for these things. So we'll go through the list I have. One of them is Gaba. Gaba is very calming, and it helps the neuro misfires that can go on in your brain, that kind of chemical imbalance and misfires that people get with those type of disorders. So that's one. St. John Wort is known for, to help with depression and stuff. That one does come with some warnings. I've talked about St. John Worts before in some of my other videos. Please always look at my description, because again, I will put warnings or different things down there, and that has one. Another one is, and it can be controversial for people, but it is what it is CBD, whether it's oil or gummies or anything. Now, CBD is hemp. It does not have THC in it. I'm not going to get into that other side, but but CBD is really, really good. Does not have those type of side effects that people kind of categorize together, but it's fantastic for anxiety. And just all those things that go with it, and you can get that in several different forms. Make sure if you go that route, you are with a trusted company, and it's pure, because some of them can be very synthetic or have different additives that are not good for you, but that is fantastic for anxiety. I mean, they even give CBD oil to children and dogs and stuff for anxiety issues. Okay, it doesn't have those type of side effects, truly, and has many and several of these have many other benefits as well. But magnesium is great, especially if you take it at bedtime. It kind of helps relax you and relax your body, because a lot of times when if you're feeling anxious or something, your body gets tight and rigid, and that will help all of that, because it just kind of snowballs and feeds off of each other. When our body gets like that, our minds react, and back and forth. Vitamin D3, here we go with my vitamin D3, which at sublingual drops, 5,000 IUs a day or more. And also sunshine. Get sunshine. Get outside and get sunshine on your skin. We absorb vitamin D best through our skin naturally from the sun. And like I always say also, is when you're out there, take your shoes off and do earthing and grounding yourself, because that is going to get rid of free radicals and oxidative stress, which causes anxiety and depression and inflammation and everything in our body. So that is a really good one. Ashwagandha, I talk about that all the time. So many different things. It helps with depression, stress, anxiety, brain function, better sleep. It helps with pain, and it helps lower cortisol levels. A lot of people have high cortisol levels, which triggers them to have anxiety and depression, and then when you have that, you dump more cortisol. That it all it goes in this big cycle. Fantastic one. Ginkgo biloba is great for anxiety. Lots of other benefits, but it's really a really good one for anxiety. Your B12 and your B1, those, or if you just want to take a B complex, is really good. It helps calm things and balance things out that can cause anxiety and depression. Your omega-3s, I talk about that. That is really good for brain health. Many different things. You can get that, cod liver, fish oils, or if you want to do it through flaxseed, but get your omega-3s. Most people are low in omega-3s, and they're too high in omega-6. You want the omega-6 if you do like, think like vegetable oils or cottonseed oil or things like that. They're really bad for you, and it causes, inflammation and other health issues, which your body reacts by making you anxious or causing depression. And then probiotics, and apple cider vinegar. I talk about that all the time. A good probiotic, because again, 90% of our serotonin, which is, that happy chemical, is made in our gut. I talk about that all the time. If you do not, everyone that has a problem with anxiety or depression has an imbalance in their gut. And so the microbials are bad. There's a imbalance in the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. And I think I'm going to do a whole video. I had mentioned it. I think I've mentioned it a couple times. I mentioned it the other night on the live I was on over on Gray Man Prepping about gut-brain connection. If you do research, but I think I'm going to do a video on that. But it has to do with how our gut affects us neurologically in a lot of different ways. Stabilizing your blood sugar. A lot of people who have unstable blood sugar, if they're diabetic, pre-diabetic, insulin resistant, it causes anxiety. It causes that, because you'll get anxious because your blood sugar is not stable, and it causes chemical imbalances and problems. Chamomile, everybody knows about chamomile tea. It's very relaxing, but it'll help calm you and relax you. Saffron is another good thing for anxiety, depression, things like that. Passion flower, just did a video not too long ago on passion flower. Do passion flower tea. It again, like the chamomile, it is going to help relax you and helps with anxiety and stuff like that. Valerian root helps with relaxing you and sleep, because you get caught in this cycle of lack of sleep, poor sleep, then you're exhausted or you're worried about not sleeping again, and then you get anxiety and depression, and again, all these things kind of feed off of each other, and it just becomes a vicious cycle. Lots of other different herbs, and it should go without saying, I always say, healthy diet and lifestyle, stay active, get outside, watch what you eat. High sugar, high carb, junk food diets messes up our gut, causes inflammation, which is going to trigger anxiety, depression, and so on. So I hope these are some things that help you guys. Everyone stay well, God bless, and I will see you next time.